Okay, example 3. First thing we're going to do is get a 0 on one side and see if we've got a factorable quadratic. Now note that we've got x to the 6th and x to the 3rd. So if we were to factor it, we would have, say, 2x to the 3rd and 1x to the 3rd. Okay, that'll give us our x to the 3rd term, but I don't think this is factorable, and here's why. If we look at AC factoring, we get 2 times -7, which is -14. I can't think of any factors of -14 that when added or subtracted will give us that -7. So our next best thing to do is to just use the quadratic formula. X equals negative boy. Couldn't decide whether to go to a radical party. The boy was squared, so he missed out on 4 awesome chicks, and the party was over at 2 a.m. And from our quadratic, there's our A, there's our B, and there's our C. So, doing our substitution, B is a -7. I'm just going to substitute that a second. Okay, substitution, B is -7. A is 2, C is also -7, and A is 2. Okay, let's start simplifying. X is equal to +7 plus or minus the square root of 49, and then negative times a negative is a positive. It looks like we get a 28 out of that. Sorry, 2 times 4, 8 times 7 is 56. And all over 2 times 2, which is 4. Just continuing to simplify, 7 plus or minus 49 and 56. It looks like it's 105. All over 4. Now, I don't even think that radical can be reduced. I don't think that that it'll even if it is reducible, it'll make you reduce it. The interesting thing is going to be how do you enter that. So if you have any trouble, talk to me and we'll figure it out. So there's our 2 real solutions. All right, so off to solving rational equations, and it's rational because we have x in the denominator. Best way to solve this equation is to clear the denominator by multiplying the whole equation by the least common denominator. So when I look at 4, 2, and x, 2 will go into 4 evenly, so 4 takes care of my 2. So my LCD is going to be 4x. I'm going to multiply this whole equation by 4x. That'll clear my fractions. I am going to write that just for this first example. I'm going to show the multiplication by 4x. Try that again. Equals 3 over x times 4x. And I'm going to cancel what I can cancel. Let's write what I have remaining. So in the first term, I have 1 times x over 1. So that's just x. And the second term, I have -3 times 2 times x, -6x. And lastly, it looks like you just have 3 times 4. So we're gonna finish solving this. It looks like I get a -5x equals 12. And it looks like after I'm all done here, I get a -12/5. Now, in the book, it says to solve and check. And the only reason I'm going to check here is just to show you that it actually works. So 1/4 minus 3/2 is going to be equal to 3 over negative 12 over 5. So a little bit of fresh and mess on the right-hand side. I'm going to go common denominator on the left-hand side. And I'm going to make 3 a fraction. I'm going to flip and multiply. That will reduce. 3 goes into 12 4 times. And it looks like on the right-hand side, I get negative 5/4. And a positive 1 and a negative 6 also gives me a negative 5 over 4. So it checks. You don't have to check. I don't think it's a good use of your time. I just wanted to show you how that one worked. All right, I'll see you on the next video.